Hello guys, my name is Sheikh Sazu and my friends Vasant, Tanmay and Arsh at Bennett University internship held by leadingindia.ai. Our project is about crop yield prediction through different machine learning algorithms. As we know that the agriculture is an important part of gross domestic product GDP. This project gives an advantage of insurance companies so that they have an efficient insurance coverage. So in this project we have taken the two data sets. One is two CSV files and another one is image data set. In CSV files we have lots of features like temperature, humidity, pressure and precipitation types like snow, rain, all that weather conditions, and also wind speed, visibility, etc. Here we are predicting about the crop yield prediction, and the second data set is image data set, which consists of 10 images of crop fields, which were drone images. We have manually counted the number of crops in each image. Here we are using CNN regression to predict the count of a crops. The next session my friend Arsh will take over. Thank you.
I am Arsh Srivastav. As my friend Sajid told about the dataset used in our project, I am here to tell about the pre-processing part of our dataset and the different machine learning algorithms we have used in our project. So firstly, in the pre-processing part, we have to encode all the categorical data using one-hot encoding. Then we have to normalize the data using min-max scalar. Then again, we have to fill all the NaN values by the mean values of that respective columns. Then we have to split the whole data set into two parts. The first part is of training set, the second part is of testing set. The training set consists of 70% of the data, and then the testing set consists of 30% part of the data. And now coming to the different algorithms used. Firstly, we have used random forest regression, then we have used support vector regression, then we have used deep neural networks. And now the further part will be explained by my friend Vasant Gokul.
Hey friends, I'm Vasant. I'm here to explain in detail about the case study that we've done. We've studied whether crops in a field can be counted using image of said crops. We have taken 10 images using a drone and have counted them manually, number of crops per image. It took about 2 hours to conclude this. And then we took 8 of these images for training our model, and then we took 2 images for testing our model. We had used a CNN model and modified it for our predictive purpose. We took 8 of these images for training our model and 2 images for testing our model to see the error rates. We have used a CNN model and modified it for our predictive purposes by including a dense layer with a linear activation function in the output layer. We normalized our images to a 400 by 400 pixel width and length, so that feeding our images into the model is easier. Our model has about 14 hidden layers with 2 25% dropout functions. Since we do not have a large dataset, we cannot expect very large accuracy, but we can predict a moderate level of accuracy based on our dataset.
Hi guys, this is Tanmay Jain. So today I'm going to tell you about the results and conclusions of our project, which is crop yield prediction. As Arsh told you that we have used 3 models: random forest, support vector regression, and deep neural network for regression. So we have used the parameters mean absolute error, mean squared error, and R2 score for comparing the different models we have applied. So as you can see from the given bar graph that a good result is given by the deep neural network, as the mean absolute error is lowest and also the mean squared error is lowest. Okay, so now we will see the graph of the neural network. Yeah, so here's the graph of the neural network. As you can see, with the increasing number of epochs, the mean squared error and mean absolute error are decreasing, and the accuracy is increasing with the increasing number of epochs. So now we will come to the CNN case, which we have used for counting the images. Yeah, so here is the CNN case. Here you can also see that with the increasing number of epochs, the mean absolute error is decreasing, and the comparison between the test data and trained data is very low. So we can say that our model is good. So at last we can conclude that the deep neural network proves to be the best model and one of the accurate model for our crop yield prediction problem. Thank you.